好短跟進啫，亦都幫即係公眾睇住直播去了解啫。如果我哋立法會嗰個廢除嗰個動議咧行先嘅話咧，我哋投票通過咗咧，就行政機關嗰個就冇得上啦。咁到時咧就要行政機關自律啦，佢要尊重我哋呢個立法行為係廢除咗㗎啦。咁佢就唔好自己走去再搞堆填區，同埋咧佢嚟攞錢，我哋亦都唔會批㗎啦。呢個好老實啊。
咁不如請 Mr. O'Neill 解答一下，即係講翻一下嗰個法律觀點上面嘅問題。唔該晒。
The legal position of the government is clear. It is set out in the submission in detail. I will try and run briefly through the points made in the submission. The first point is that Section 14 of the Country Parks Ordinance is cast in mandatory terms by using the word shall, which means must in this context.
Mr. O'Neill， 唔好意思，我截住呢一陣間，因為我想話俾委員聽，你而家係讀緊邊一份文件，等佢哋一路跟進嘅時候比較容易啲，希望你唔好介意。又係頭先即係啱啱大家收到嘅嗰一份文件，應該咧就係第一版，個英文嘅抬頭咧就係 Members Proposed Repeal of the Country Parks Designation Amendment Order 2010嘅第一版 Summary of our Submission， 跟住下面嗰啲一點點嗰啲咧就係佢而家講緊嗰度啦。咁麻煩Mr. O'Neill 可以繼續，唔好意思。
Thank you, Madam Chairman. As I was saying, Section 14 of the Country Parks Ordinance is cast in mandatory terms, using the term shall, which in this context means must. The Chief Executive must make the order designating the country park. The power of the Chief Executive under Section 14 is limited. He is bound to implement the decision of approval taken by the CE and Council under Section 13. He must make the designation order. It could not have been the statutory intention and purpose of the Country Parks Ordinance to empower the CE to undo the elaborate statutory process by repealing a designation order. The designation order can only be made following an elaborate statutory process. The power of LegCo to amend under Section 34 of Cap 1 must be exercised in a manner consistent with the power to make such subsidiary legislation. In other words, LegCo stands in the same position as the CE as the original maker of the order. Other general powers to amend, provided Cap 1, are subject to a contrary intention of the specific ordinance, that is the Country Parks Ordinance. It follows that LegCo's power to amend is no wider than the power that the CE himself has under Cap 208. This is not a discussion about the restriction of LegCo's powers per se. It's a discussion about the restriction of the powers of the Chief Executive to make an order under Section 14. And when LegCo scrutinises subsidiary legislation, LegCo stands in the place of the original maker of the subsidiary legislation. The order cannot be repealed without affecting the designation. There is no argument that the order can in some way be repealed without affecting the designation. Any purported repeal of the designation order is a purported repeal of the designation of the country park. These are the main points which are elaborated in the detailed submission made to the President. The submission was prepared on the advice of Senior Counsel Michael Thomas. The government's position is clear. It is supported by strong arguments. The government's position is that the motion to repeal is not consistent with the Chief Executive's power.
其實頭先律政司代表講嘅説話講過好多次，亦都完全都冇一啲任何新嘅意思。咁其實我哋係咪即係要坐喺度？
湯家驊議員唔係規程問題嚟嘅呢個唔係規程問題嚟嘅，係唔好意思，佢就嚟完成㗎啦，不如大家俾佢完成埋啦嚇。我都知道大家時間緊迫，係麻煩你 Mr. O'Neill。
The government's position is that the motion is not consistent with the Chief Executive's power as the maker of the order, and therefore it is not consistent with LegCo's legal powers under the statute law. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
多謝晒。
呢個頭先係規程問題，因為你俾5分鐘議員發言同埋答，而家去咗12分鐘，咁所以係一個規程問題。
我唔使法律顧問回應啦，我會留意控制大家時間，咁大家一齊合作啦嚇。